y'all. I had to come to the car. I am tired. My husband's still in there walking it out. That Stairmaster wore me out. Oh my God. I think I did like 45 minutes last time. I only could do 30 because I walked the treadmill the 45 minutes. But today I decided, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do 20 minutes on the treadmill because me and my husband walk side by side. And then I was like, I'm going to do the Stairmaster for 20 minutes. Yeah. No, that did not work out. When I did that Stairmaster, I was like, Tiffany, push 10 minutes. We're going to do 10 minutes because 20 minutes is not happening. It's not going to happen. I'm telling you, I'm just trying to get it together. Because after a year, well, 15 months for me, of nursing school, made me fat. Oh my God. Like, I went in last year, 2025, at 200 pounds. And I gained 80 in 15 months. We got to get it together. We got to get it together. I have to drop. My goal weight is 150. 165. Let's say that. 165. I got to drop this weight. I can't believe being in school. You know, and that's all I can think about. I was like, you know what? I just need something quick. I just need to eat something because you know what? Between all of the studying and I'm trying to get back to basics. I'm trying to get back to this flow of like being, you know, just being home. Like this really, I'm like, it was like Death Row Records. I'm telling you, it's just like, this is my first time like consistently today just being home. And it was just a good feeling. You know, I miss my babies. I miss them so much. I miss, you know, getting them up in the morning and making sure what they have for breakfast and packing their backpacks. You know, I miss that. So me doing that this morning, you know, I'm just so grateful for the journey. You know, I'm grateful for the journey. I'm grateful that, you know, I did it. You know, I did it. I finished, you know, minus the 3-week NCLEX prep that I have to do in June. But just taking this break and, you know, really focusing on me, you know, that made me feel good. You know, trying to figure out what this weight loss journey gonna have for me and what this, you know, nursing gonna have for me and all that stuff like that. And also venture into doing my, you know, my cinnamon bun business, you know. So I'm really excited, you know, for what the future is gonna hold for me, you know, so many opportunities. But most of all, I'm just thankful for my family, for the support, for them stepping in and filling in for spots that I couldn't be in, you know, when it came to the kids, you know, going to their schools, and my mom and my dad stepping, you know, showing up, doing their IEP meetings and stuff. That really helped me out. It was just, that gave me the space and opportunity to really focus on nursing school. But I am glad it is over. I can't tell. Oh my God, I'm just so glad it's over. I am so glad it's over. I don't know if I would do this again. I don't know if I would do this again. This was a lot. This was a lot. Because, you know, I am a woman that, you know, I got some control things going on, you know. And relinquishing that control, like, I have a certain way that I do things when it comes to my kids, when it comes to the schools and everything. So like relinquishing all of that, you know, and you know, I'm a mom and my kid, you know, I have 3 kids that's on the spectrum. So, you know, I run off routine. Everything gotta be in routine. Anything out of that routine, you know, it could be chaos. So, you know, relinquishing that, I realized in nursing school, I could not do both. I couldn't do both. I could not do both. So, you know, having my family feel, that was hard. It was hard though. It was hard to let go, because I'm like, you know, I have these charts for my kids to do. You know, we run off a schedule, a strict schedule. So, you know, just relinquishing some of that off to like my mom and my dad and my husband. Oh my God. Just really, you know, as an autism mom, if you know, you know. When you have a strict schedule and how you do things, and allowing other people to come in to try to fill in that space, and they don't quite do it the way that you do it, it's hard. It's hard for us. It's hard for us to, but you know, it was like, Tiffany, you gotta get through nursing school. You gotta trust your family that they're gonna do what they got to do. Even though, you know, I left my little charts and my little notes and everything. You know, even with the IEP, I still felt like I was, you know, their IEP meetings. Like even with my mom, like the night before, like I always make the agenda about things that I want to touch on. I know I'm kind of all over the place, but you know, but it's okay. But you know, there's just some things that I'm passionate about. I'm passionate about my marriage. I'm passionate about my kids. I'm passionate about my path to nursing. I'm passionate about my business, you know, but, and I didn't even say in the beginning, you know, my name is Tiffany. I'm a mom of 3. I'm a wife. I'm a baker. I'm a recently done nursing student. So, you know, subscribe to my channel. You know, anything, any comments, any likes, you know, just subscribe to help me out, to help me grow this, you know, to help me grow my channel. I greatly appreciate it. But yeah, but just sharing some of those, and it's gonna be a lot of videos like this, because you know, I'm gonna be talking, and sometimes I'll be all over the place, but I'm gonna try to keep it in order. I'm gonna try. But yeah. But just those are the things that I'm just passionate about. I'm passionate about my kids. And, you know, I'm going to talk a lot about that. You know, about, you know, being a mom and, you know, being an autistic mom at that. You know, we got a lot of autistic moms. But, you know, and just how nursing school, you know, made me stronger. Made me realize my strength. You know, made me realize what it is that I could do. You know, it pushed me. It pushed me to the limit. And I'm gonna just talk about all of those things. So, but you know, for right now, I'm just gonna leave it at that. You know, I did come to the gym, and that's one of the things I'm gonna start off. I'm starting on my health journey, because I want to be healthy. You know, even as, you know, going to be a nurse, but I want to live a long time. I want to be here a long time. You know, I want to see my kids have kids. So, you know, that's why I just started to do this, because, you know, 80 pounds later, I want to get it together. I want to get it together with my health. This is the time where I'm going to focus on me and getting me together. So, you know, just stay tuned for more, because it will be more. And thank you.